YouTube, we are back with another lesson. Today is Money Monday, where I'm going to be posting my market analysis every single Monday, every single morning. I'm going to talk over some trades I'm in, some trades I'm potentially looking at. I'm going to be going over the software, the Edge Finder, and looking at potential setups, my current trades and all those things. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Okay, so here is Aussie CAD. As y'all seen, I just closed profits on Aussie CAD for $650. Now we had a nice little pullback, so I'm looking to take this back to a new high, and it's as simple as that. I seen we had a lot of weak Canadian dollar news lately, so I'm pretty weak on the Canadian dollar. I also seen on the Edge Finder, if I go here to my, let me move my face. If I go here to my commitment of traders data report at my institutional positioning, I can see that the institutions have been shorting the Canadian dollar pretty heavy in this past week. So that gives me extra confirmation and confluence in this trade. I might actually scale in a little bit more because of that. So entered off that pullback, taking that to a new high. You see we're in a clean little uptrend right here. Really simple. I'm also in Euro Aussie. I love Euro Aussie, but I'm not really liking the fundamentals too much right now. But it's looking still pretty decent. The technical analysis and the price action just looks really good. This downtrend is just so clean. And now it look like we made a little double top. Looks like we coming back down to the downside. I mean, if I could take this to a new low, I'd be pretty satisfied with that. Not looking for nothing too crazy. If we come up here, I may wait for it to come to this zone before I add. Let me delete this. So if it comes to this zone, I may add, because fundamentally I like the Australian dollar, but when I come to my software, the euro has been getting some pretty decent buying. We got some shorts too, but we've been getting a lot more buying in this past week, so it makes me a little cautious on this pair. And on the top setups page, I can see Euro Aussie is at a neutral, which is not bad. It shows me there's not too much upside or downside, so I'm more likely to get an easy bounce if it goes against me. But that's why I'm gonna stay a little cautious on this pair, not leveraged in too heavy. You see my deepest drawdown, I can go into 1250 of drawdown if it goes way against me up here. That's nothing. Oh, let me move my face back. That's actually nothing. So next up we have New Zealand USD. Okay, this pair is looking a little ugly right now. Not really much going on. If I go check my software, I go to my COT data reports. Let's see what the banks are doing. Institutional money. We see the New Zealand dollar. They took away some short contracts. That's good. So they're net long. But the US dollar, kind of a wash, break even, taking away a lot of longs and a lot of shorts. No biggie. Honestly, if it comes the way fundamentals is looking with this price action, I might end up closing at this area at a small profit, to be honest. So that might only net me a couple of $100, which is okay, because the point of this game is just not to lose money. The money comes when you don't lose it. That's all you need to know. Focus on the process, focus on risk management, and the money will come. As long as you don't lose it, the money will come. I want you to remember that. Just don't lose. Control your risk small. Don't have a stop loss. Add to your losers. Watch fundamentals, and let the money come in. Let the money come to you. Don't force the money. Let it come to you. And then we're in Swiss yen. Swiss yen has been a pain though. Swiss yen has actually been one of the most annoying trades I've been in all year long, actually. As you guys can see, I entered way at this area right here. Way at this area. It went way against me. So I won a couple $1,000s in drawdown. Now I'm currently sitting with my added positions. I want to say like negative 500 right now. If I check my portfolio, let me see, just to get the exact number. 590 now. $590. If we get a bounce, break below this little structure, honestly, I might, depending how fundamentals look, I may close at a break even. If I like it, I can really take this down to this level, close for, a couple grand in profit, which would be really nice since I've been holding this trade for over a month long. And usually in most cases, if I'm holding a trade for over a month long, I'm usually going to make more money because I'm slowly scaling into my positions over time. So when I get that big push in my direction, that's when the profits reel in, which is why I love this strategy so much. I just wait for the money to come to me. I'm not forcing it. I'm not using a stop loss with my 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. I'm not trying to make money. I'm just focusing on not losing it. I play defense. I hope that makes sense. Play defense and let the money come to you. Also entered an NJ buy. So the reason I entered a New Zealand yen buy was not only because it was bullish on the edge finder at first, because it was bullish here first. It's not bullish no more, which is okay, because it's a neutral, because I'm hedging myself. So when I go through deep drawdowns, because this is not my first rodeo, right? When I go through deep drawdowns for a period of time, if I start to not like it, I will hedge myself with another pair. So if I get some yen weakness, right? If we get yen weakness, so if I look on all the yens and I see every pair is pushing up against the yen, and I'm in a yen short, what I'm going to do is enter another trade on the long side. So I'm in New Zealand yen longs, so I can then close out some profits, and then I'm gonna go to Swiss yen and I'm going to trim out some of my smaller initial entry so I can start to scale out of it slightly but not lose money. Like I said, we do not lose money. Your number one job in this market is to not lose money. Don't forget that. Even on my first Aussie CAD win right here, I came to my Swiss yen and I scaled out just a little bit. So when I keep scaling out slightly, little by little, I nibble away at the losses, very, very small losses. My average will continue to go up, up, up. And my break-even point, my profit point, becomes much closer to where price is now. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense, because when you trade this way, you need to know how to manage yourself in deep drawdowns, because it is inevitable. All trading strategies have pros and cons. Dollar cost averaging is no different. When you go through deep drawdowns, you need to have a way to manage your way in it and manage your way out of it. And then, as I'm scaling out of my initial positions, what I'm going to do is, if the fundamental bias changes, if the technical structure changes, I will continue to scale back in. I'll continue to scale back in shorts if it suits what I'm looking at. So this game is very dynamic. It is not an exact science. Remember that. It is not an exact science. It's not no perfect. You wait for 15 pips then add. You wait for 20 pips then sell. It's not none of that. It's all dynamic. Being a manual trader is very intuitive and dynamic, and you gotta have a lot of discretion. And that's why I tell every trader, you need experience. You need experience, because experience is the only thing that's gonna get you through this game, because you're gonna see it a million times. Because at first, dollar cost averaging, I was just kind of holding and adding. I didn't really know how to scale in, scale out. I was just kind of trading with small lots and holding it. That's all I was doing. But as you get more advanced, you find yourself managing your way out of positions that you don't really want to be in without losing money. And that's what I'm trying to get across to you today is do not lose your money. So currently, those are the 4 trades I'm in. Aussie CAD getting off to a strong start. Euro Aussie coming back on me. About to get these profits. We're in a New Zealand USD buy coming back to me. Got the Swissian sales, like I said. Deep drawdown. New Zealand yen in profit. So I'm going to hedge myself out of that Swiss yen position. And then let's see what else we see. So we got Aussie Swiss. Aussie Swiss is really clean. This is a really clean trade. I like Aussie Swiss. Aussie USD, nah, ugly, no direction. This is a range. Remember I told you about reading market structure. This is a range. You can trade ranges, but I don't know. I want a direction. I want to know what direction I want to go in. I want to buy it or sell it. I can make money off this, but it's not as appealing to me. It's not as appealing. We have Aussie New Zealand. I don't like Aussie New Zealand. Those pairs correlate too much. I don't really. The move look. It just moves really slow too. I don't like Aussie New Zealand. Euro Aussie, Euro CAD, ugly. Euro Swiss, ugly. EG. This looks good for shorts. You could find a good entry for shorts somewhere maybe. Maybe somewhere up here or something like that. Take it down to these levels. Got Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand kind of just ranging right here. This is definitely just ranging, no clear direction. Euro USD. Oh, this is not a real trade. It's fake. Broke out this little trend line. Euro USD is weird because it kind of looks like you can buy this because it broke out this trend line, but then again it also looks like you can sell it because it looks like we're coming down. So for now I'll just stay out of it. USD CAD, nothing. U Swiss, nothing. That's the czar. I'm not talking about that. CAD Swiss, I'm staying away from all CAD longs right now. I don't like Canadian longs. Every time I go in Canadian longs, it puts me in deep drawdown. I gotta work my way out of it every single time. So no Canadian longs. Pound Aussie, this is another fake trade, just a fake hypothetical I had. I was short in Pound Aussie at first, but the reason I got out of it is because when I was looking at the recent news, we've been seeing, where is it? You've seen pound got stronger GDP than expected. We've seen pound had strong GDP again, quarter over quarter. And then we've seen climate count change, much better than expected. Average earnings index, better than expected. So I'm seeing all this good, consistent news, especially that GDP. And I was like, you know what? I'm not really liking shorting the pound, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of it. You know, like I said, I'm trying to protect my capital. I don't want to go in any unnecessary drawdowns if I don't have to. And looking at the pound and what they've been doing, I'm like, you know what? It might not even be worth it. I got out of it and put my capital into more promising trades. Let's see what else we got. Pound CAD looks good for longs. Maybe get a little retest here, take it to the upside. I got Pound Swiss. Pound Swiss maybe as well. Maybe if I got a deeper pullback, that could be a good trade to take as well. We got GU, ugly. GN, nah. New Zealand CAD, this is kind of ugly too. This is ugly. This is just a range. New Zealand Swiss, clean little uptrend. All the Swiss pairs are looking kind of weak. And then, oh yeah, I already showed these, and that's pretty much it. Yens are looking cool, but I'm done. I don't really like trading yens either. That's one thing. Yens are like, you got to be very careful when dollar cost averaging yen crosses, because yen crosses will push against you and against you. I remember one time last year, I think this was last year, I was in a GJ trade and I was shorting it. And bro, that was terror, man. That was terror. that was terror. It just kept going against me and against me. Yens are like pairs that when they push, they will keep pushing. And the reason I'm mad with Swiss yen is because these are both safe haven pairs. So it's like it's hard to get a clear direction on where it's gonna go. But it's all good, man. We're gonna work our way out of it. Real traders are made in drawdown. Don't forget that. This is what trading is about. It's about getting in difficult situations and finding your way out of them, managing risk, and making money. And that's it. So this is it for my my Money Monday market analysis. Just went over some trades I'm in, some trades I'm looking at, and just other little currencies that you can find decent setups on. But with all that being said, man, have a good week in the markets. Don't lose your money. And let's get to it, man. I'm going to catch you on the next one.